weren't you scared? Now, I am the number one person that would have been scared. I don't come from a business background. My parents weren't in business, so I haven't grown up with that risk-taking environment at all. I've grown up very much with a, follow the safe path, follow the predictable path, don't take any major risks. But a few different things happened. I was feeling a little bit constricted by being told what days of the week I had to work. Obviously, that happens in corporate, what hours I had to work. So there were some changes going on internally where I was feeling a bit stifled. But what I was doing was I was looking for validation from other people. So I was wanting to be given the promotion, the job, the next opportunity. And actually, that's really dangerous, because when you are looking for validation from other people, you're never going to find it for yourself. So that was going on. And then my father became very ill in about 2018, and he was to pass away in 2019. And for me, that was the first time that I had ever been that close to grief. And everybody says it. And, now I can look back and think of all the things I'm fortunate for. I'm fortunate I got him until the age of 75. I'm fortunate I had the father I had. I'm fortunate he taught me what he taught me. But it's a painful thing to go through. For me, it was very, very painful to watch someone. Their time was not then, I don't believe. I don't believe it was very young, 75. But it really made me reassess life, and it made me think, if there is one shot, depends what you believe, right? If you believe in reincarnation, maybe it's easier to deal with. But for me, I wasn't really sure what I believed. And I'm like, if this is it, and 50 is not many years away from me. In fact, I turned 50 in January this year, but in 2019, it was 2 years away. I thought there has to be more to life. Funnily enough, so it was a very dark period of my life. Some of the challenges were things like getting time off from work. I was expected to come straight back to work. Your friends being really sympathetic, but 2 weeks later, nobody's calling. Like, my whole world had stopped, but the world was still turning. And it was a really dark time for me. I was very low. I was very down. And we went to India. And I haven't been to India a lot in my life, but in the later years, I was going because my parents used to go twice a year. My parents are originally from India. And we went, and something happened. I went to a few holy places. I connected with where my father was born, where my father was from. And I remember where I was. I remember where I was walking. I remember feeling like a cloud was lifting from me. And when I got back into my parents' apartment, I looked up life coaches. So to cut a really long story short, I looked up life coaches. I contacted a couple of people. And when I came back to the UK, which was literally November 2019, so it's like literally 3 years ago, I got in contact with a life coach and I started working with one. And this is where the transition journey started to happen.